Hi, it's Jenny D, Tammy Oakland, and Kathie J. It's 3 in the 303 for this week. And we wanted to talk about something spicy. All right? Like super spicy.
Go? Where could we go with that little
There's a lot of
tease?
spicy.
Well,
Totally.
I feel like
it's a lot of spicy meatball. Where
I
we
am
going?
Italian.
Yeah,
so
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It works.
Yes.
So I got this beautiful letter from my HOA.
Bum, bum, bum.
This is
And
where we're going.
so this is the
Crazy.
thing. It's crazy. To me, it's crazy. And I feel like everybody has that story if they've ever lived in an HOA where they come at you for what is pretty much ridiculous things. I get the big things. I get the big things. I get like wanting to make sure that the community's taken care of, whatever else. But this was completely ridiculous. So we've been talking about it. We're huge Halloween fans.
Huge.
All
Yes.
three of us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Give us Halloween.
Like all year long.
Yes.
So so I have like these little skeletons or whatever else, and they're so cute. Like they're on the little.
So they are.
Yeah,
And there's one like they're looking into the bathroom. So it's like just like little tiny ones that
These
are
ones,
small.
these
Yeah.
ones, but she's got them climbing up the side of her house, looking in the bathroom window. Very
And then I've
cute,
got-
by the way.
and then-
Very cute,
Thank
by the
you.
way. Yeah,
and then I
totally.
have Kevin, who's on my swing. He's the one that has no hands anymore, but he's my solid dude.
Right, and she
Longest
has
relationship I've ever had. I'll tell you that much.
Right, and he had to lose his arms to stay in it with her.
Yeah, pretty much.
But she's got a porch.
You're not going to touch another lady, buddy.
She's got a porch swing, and Kevin sits on the porch swing. So Kevin is human size.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a big
Without arms, and he's chilling. Right. So you've got
and like throughout the summer, like I put a little decoration on him and like whatever else. He's got a little squishmallow that he likes to cuddle up with at night. And so I've been doing this all year. So all of a sudden I get this letter and it's like, hey, there's a violation that if you don't correct it, we're gonna could result in a fine.
Coming after you.
And it says decoration, holiday lights are decorations. Okay. 5.27, the guidelines section of this, blah, 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 blah. Security lights and other exterior lighting. Security lights and other exterior lighting.
That's not.
There's
that's
no
They're not
lights.
lit up.
There's no
That's
lights.
not right. We're right.
Plus, and then they go to finish out. As the holiday season has come to a close, please remove your holiday decorations. Now, here's the thing: if you have a garden and you've got a gnome in your garden, is that a holiday decoration or is that just a decoration? I have a American flag up. Is that holiday decoration?
Some HOAs get mad about that, I will say.
About the flags,
But
yes,
they do.
wild.
They
Right,
do.
they are not American. No.
How un-American
How
can you be?
un-American is
It's
that?
Summerween. That
It is
was
Summerween.
my first reaction when she told me that. I'm like, you write them back and you tell them, girl, it is Summerween.
I'm sorry, you go to anywhere right now, you see the Halloween stuff is already up.
Thank
It's
you.
up.
And
Thank
I
you
can
very
put
much.
a pink feather boa around the skeletons and send the picture back and go there.
Yeah.
It's Summerween.
Yeah,
It's
I like it.
only going to be a matter of time before other neighbors start putting out some Halloween stuff because
Exactly.
it's in the
But
stores
it's like,
right
I mean,
now.
it's and not even that, but it's like they're this tiny little like unobtrusive, like they're super. They've been there for a year.
It
Like
doesn't
a
look like a
year.
haunted crazy house.
No,
No,
it doesn't.
it's
And
not.
again, they look cute how you have them. They're part of the decor. Very
It is.
fashionable.
And that's what I don't understand is so they send me this letter. So I always give myself at least 24 hours before I respond.
Yes.
Because I
Probably
know
best.
that first one.
Probably best.
Hey, something's haunted in here.
Something's
'Cause
haunted in
things
here.
are dropping like
Seeing
flies.
as what happens, HOA, it's coming for you next.
right.
But yeah, I'm like, I just feel like this is the stupidest thing ever because we should be able to express ourselves. I get that if it was this big, gaudy display, but they came at me, what was it, earlier this year as well. So the little white picket fence that I have, we have to have those on the corner lots. Like, get that. So they took it down. Well, that was when we were getting all that rain and stuff like that. So they couldn't put it back up right away. It took like a week and a half, 2 weeks. In that week and a half, 2 weeks, I was apparently a big topic at the HOA meeting. So they sent me a letter for that saying you have to get it up by this date or we're going to charge you.
Oh my gosh.
So the people on the corner here's mine, here's them. They built a 9-foot or 8-foot privacy fence, like a big, gaudy, this color privacy fence all around theirs and took down their white picket fence. This was right at the same time that they were sending me the letter, and they still have it up. So how is this, like, what exactly are you going to do?
Yeah, because it's like,
When you're driving.
do you just want a fence or does it have to be a white picket fence? Because that is not a white picket
Right.
fence.
No, it's
and
ugly.
are you just mad that I need a fence? Because if I need a fence, I don't want my white picket fence. You can
So now I feel like I'm kind of getting targeted. I'm like, I
feel
have
like-
a tiny little skeleton, and I was nice about the fence thing, and I get that. I was like, all right, yeah, you're right.
Get it
Here's
back,
the
right.
reason. I have him coming out this date. Like, here's all the text messages and the receipts for the fact that I'm doing it. It's just taking a little bit longer.
right.
But this one, I'm like, I kind of want to go scorched earth. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and it's hard for me to stand up for myself. You know that.
Yeah, so this and I'm pushing you to stand up for yourself on this one because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't do it a week before other people are going to start putting theirs out.
Yeah.
Is there a neighbor, and that might be ratting you out, that might not be happy about you, that might be...
I'm friends with all my neighbors.
Yeah, you're pretty cool with them.
Oh yeah, no, and like they look forward to my house every year because like I'm one of the people. There's like 6 of us in the neighborhood that go all out.
Yeah, you do.
And it's funny though because again, this isn't scary.
No,
it's not.
I would like to say also it sucks for you because your house is right there on the turn into the area. Everyone has to drive past your house, going in and going out, and so they're probably just targeting their viewpoint of coming in, and so you're getting that hit.
But they would see that big old ugly fence.
Oh, because is it?
And
right
then they
here?
had and then that same house had like a dog run, like the training of a dog, like the wheel and all this other stuff for months.
That's not good to look at. You're being targeted.
Yeah.
I'm just going on the record.
Funny though with HOAs, it does almost pit everybody against each other because I know like you drive through your neighborhood and I don't know if you guys do it, but I'm like, did HOA approve that shed?
Yeah,
did
right.
HOA approve that fence?
You had
they
one
didn't
too.
approve mine. I do, and I'm laughing at your story internally, going, "Am I going to get a letter now?" Because I literally have a skeleton pelican in my garden.
I love that.
And then I have a it's a giant 6-foot King Arthur skeleton.
I love it.
That I have on my front porch. And sometimes I put them in, sometimes I put them out depending on the weather. And I'm like, wait, are they going to get mad at me?
Right.
They've never come at me for that. Like I've gotten in trouble for like the single weed. And this was ridiculous because I was like, they're like, you have weeds and you need to pull them. And I go out there and I'm like, I videotaped my entire area and there was like one tiny weed. And I literally pulled it out and I sent it back. I said, are you happy? What? Like, in the meanwhile, 2 houses down.
Yeah,
like
they're this
4
tall.
foot tall
Right,
weeds that were
right.
all over. But I have a little more understanding and grace, maybe because they're starting to send out blanket stuff. This is targeted very much so
Very
to
targeted.
you. But I almost wonder if they're doing it so nobody else puts out their Halloween decorations now and make sure that because I think they probably sent one to that neighbor and they probably, gave my finger and said, no, I'm not going to do it. But they had to send it to everybody at that point. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, because there's so many, like, there's little pots. There's one of them has, like, this cute little flag with, like, all this other stuff. I'm like, those are all kinds of decorations. So because I like to express myself with skeletons because I'm dead inside, you feel like all of a sudden you have to send me a message.
I have fake snakes in my garden.
See?
Well,
So that are skeleton snakes. I'm weird. Oh my gosh,
and
I'm so weird.
that's a garden where they can see you.
It scares away the squirrels and the birds from
I
eating
get
my
that.
garden.
Right.
So.
No,
I'm gonna get a giant bear and put that out there. Be like, it's not a holiday decoration. Scared away the rabbits.
But people are leaving up their Christmas trees year round. Granted, this
The
is
Christmas
inside,
lights,
but then you change it for Valentine's Day. You change it for summer. You change it for.
It's a new trend, and it just seems. Well, that's what I was doing. Like
inflatable around.
They had
his
like
neck. I don't
during
know.
4th of July, like they had little tiny flags.
Oh
and
my
they had,
God,
like,
how
little,
cute!
It was adorable.
I mean, do they have names?
Well, see, so that's Kevin. This is Sophia.
Okay.
This one over here is Adam.
That's awesome.
And then the baby one that you can't really see in this picture because there's a little tiny baby one at the top.
That
you didn't get in trouble
Yes.
for?
The third one is what pushed it over.
That they didn't see?
No, it's upside down right here at the top of the. But it's more like, and it's more of a joke for my family and stuff because when you go in and it's dark outside, all of a sudden you flip the light on and it's like 3 little legs. They're looking at you while you're peeing.
See, how funny is that?
That is hysterical.
I am not good with, when I was a homeowner, I needed to be somewhere where there wasn't an HOA. So like my first house, it was in unincorporated Adams County because I was dating a truck driver. He needed to be able to park his semi there. And then all of a sudden, like car parts are in our front yard. There's an engine in our garden. There was a toilet out there for a second. Like I was that neighbor for a minute, but again, unincorporated Thornton.
Right.
So, and I knew exactly where I lived and I loved the freedom of it.
Yeah.
Like it was like, please leave us alone, but it led to bad stuff because people really it was just ridiculous the stuff they'd leave out in front of their house and stuff. And so you have to it's a little give and take of, people could clean that up a little bit.
Like common sense.
This is just, these
like
people
I mow
have
my
nothing
yard.
to do.
I spent 2
and
hours
you pay
getting
a lot
all the
of money.
weeds and everything. Like I spend the time doing my yard and keeping it nice. And it's like, because there's a tiny little skeleton. It's like,
It depends on who's also running it. Because I know with our HOA, it changes and the people change. Like some people, when we get a new person on the board,
Yeah, it's like they want to make a point.
I'm going to go and I'm going to check everything.
That's the person that was the hallmark, like the hall monitor in school. That's like the little clipboard. You were 30 seconds
I
late.
can't stand it.
Yeah, but we had I had one time. I've had several instances over the years, but like one of the ones that I had was we had it. You can't leave your trash cans out. They have to be completely hidden unless it's trash day. Well, we had just cut up a bunch of chicken and it stunk. Like I was out of my. I'm like
chicken in the trash.
I'm like it's got to go out. Now, granted, it wasn't trash day, but it was the day before trash day, and I got a letter.
Yeah.
But here's with an HOA, at least with mine. Yeah, they can be a little at times. I'm like, really, a trash can? Everybody else says theirs out. But I just wrote her and I said, look, here's what happened. Here's why. She's okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. So I was like, oh, she's actually pretty cool. So now, like with your fence issue, like if I see something like, oh, it's going to be out there for a little while, I just jot them a little note. I'm like, hey, I know you're going to be mad at this, but here's the reason why. And she's like,
wow, Tammy.
Okay.
Tammy is so nice.
Oh my gosh.
Tammy is
She's definitely the nicest of the three.
I mean, oh my God. Just want to let you know.
Well, and it's like, I know
like
August.
I said, I've had my instances where I've blown up at my HOA going, are you freaking kidding me?
Right.
Like you can't
But that's why I give myself the 24-hour rule, because I know that it's not specifically the person that sent the letter.
Right.
It's somebody else that's like, hey, send this letter. And I did property management for a long time. Believe me, I had my share of people coming in like in my face. But like my thing is like, and I'm never mean to him. Like that was one thing I was like wanted to make sure people knew. But like I kind of want to dig my feet into this. And I was reading up on it.
I would.
Because there was in Douglas County as well, there was a guy that same thing, like he had skeletons in his yard, whatever else. They sent him a letter saying you need to move the skeleton. He sued them and won.
Oh, wow.
So what I might do is double take a copy of that article and say, that court case, be like, I really don't want it to get this far.
Right.
Because there's no way that you can't restrict my. And the only other thing I could think of, and that wasn't in the letter, is I have a purple light. I have a purple light on one of my lights.
Okay.
And the reason is for domestic violence. So it's a safe house for people that are going through domestic violence. If you see a purple light,
I totally get that, but I totally
also
get, look, the skeletons, it's like, wow, she is just pushing this Halloween theme. Just trying to push
it's that. It's going to be here quicker than you
know
know it, girl.
But so is everyone else.
Totally.
Like Summerween is literally like a new holiday. And they've been talking about
I just got a Halloween thing yesterday, another little dolly to add to my collection. She's the cutest thing from TJ Maxx. She's in a little tricycle and she just giggles and rolls. But anyways, I wanted to say two things. The first one is, like both of you, that I've also been in trouble for weed with an HOA.
Yeah.
Second thing, it's hard because you spend so much money to the HOA and you give them money. So you feel like you have a say. Absolutely. I can, like there are some people, there's a girl I know and her HOA, she's in a condo situation, townhouse situation over there in Littleton, Lakewood on the Verge. And she pays like $800 a month for her HOA.
A month?
A month. She's
What does it include?
and they keep raising it. And I'm like, who controls the HOA?
Well,
and
everyone that says get on the
that?
board, it's like when they do like the voting and whatever else, they give you like 1 day.
Yeah.
One notice.
Oh no, she is so on it because of how tricky they are. Like she makes sure because
I pay too. I pay for there's a big HOA, like the big, nice, huge, beautiful houses in Parker.
Yeah.
And then there's our little like stepchildren ones over here. Yes. We're like, oh, we're still pretty, right? We can still
you
use
can't say
your pool.
redheaded anymore, can you? I mean, I'm redheaded. We're over there.
Yeah, okay. So like we're the smaller houses. So like I feel like we get targeted for that anyway. And then but we have to pay for this one and we have to pay for this one.
Why? That's not fun.
Why?
Right, because we use their pool.
Oh well.
That makes sense.
I mean, is it a nice pool?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's nice.
But I mean, it's a pool.
True, right.
But it's still to
We're
the
all
point
like,
where.
well,
That makes sense, though.
But that does suck. But I guess, yeah. All right. Well, so I am behind you on. But how hard is it to take those down?
It's not the point, Kathie.
I know.
Right now, I'm on
you.
this soapbox, and I'm on like it's easy to take them down, but then it's
I don't wanna.
But then I feel like somebody's coming in and taking a little part of my soul out.
Could we do something funny like you take them down, you put them into a box that says, can't come out until October 1st or
Oh, that would be
something, you know, like to
HOA
just to stab
restricted
one.
us.
Yeah,
Put us on
HOA
restriction.
restricted. Can we
there we
do
go.
one more step or something? Can we?
Oh, let's get
can we
like
do
no
something?
So that way, if the light situation is what they want to say about it,
Right.
Then what I do is get like the glow in the dark like paint, and
Yes,
ink,
right.
and write on there. Sorry, we're not supposed to be here yet.
Right.
So
HOA
funny.
restriction.
HOA restricted. Like I, you know,
Don't
maybe
get busted like this person, or like a scarlet letter on the,
Something,
the
right.
front door.
But I also would be curious about my neighbor's fence across the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, because
But we were talking about this.
Then
So
you're getting-
then you're pitting everybody against
Yeah,
each other
totally.
because then it's like, okay, well, you know what, my skeleton stays. Then what about this?
Right.
And then that
Yeah.
person's like, no, but what about this? And then where does it stop? Like,
I know, I
we're not
guarantee
trying to
you-
narc on each other.
No.
Like,
No.
But it's no
snitches,
different
you know?
from her grabbing the one and them having 6 feet over here, or you seeing. You're going to see skeletons. I guarantee you
Yeah.
here within the next week or two.
But
yeah.
like living in Aurora, like when we lived in Aurora and we had an HOA and it kept going up and up and up. We were in
Yeah.
a townhome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the things I saw in that HOA. But it's funny because we never got a notice. Like we didn't, knock on wood, but like we never did when we were living in that place for so many years. I'm like, all right, well, cool.
You're cool,
I don't
right,
gotta do nothing.
right.
All right,
Yeah, so
like I'll
sad.
leave up my Halloween decorations, my Christmas. Like they
Right.
wouldn't care. We like even in the back, you weren't supposed to have like a full fence.
No, you
but
did
the
it?
people that we bought the townhome from already had it.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, you're probably gonna have to take that down because the HOA. I was like, okay, cool. I'll wait for they come at me, bro.
Yeah, right.
And they never
They
did.
never did.
They never did.
Good,
And it was
good.
like,
So it depends on who's running it and who's
Okay.
doing it. And I know we had a big issue with sheds in our HOA for a while where it was like it had to match your stucco, had to match your roof, had to match
Oh, I
this.
hate all that.
And everybody said, whatever, I'm getting a shed, I need it. And
Right.
then it finally got to the point where like, okay, you guys can have sheds.
I just don't want to be the first person to do that though.
Right, no,
like
yeah.
I'll jump on that bandwagon all day long. Like after 4 or 5 people are already on it.
You're about to be the first person with this, so I feel like we need to like have ChatGPT help us draft something up that gives you, you know, which soapbox you're standing on, how
Some
you say it,
legalese.
right?
Yeah.
Just to be like, look, you know, like this is crazy.
Yeah, and is this
Stop.
hurting anybody? No, it's
You
not
know.
scary.
And
It's
is on
fun for
this
my
side, the
kids.
side of the house that you see when you pull into the complex, or after I do a
Yeah.
U-turn in your?
No,
in
it's
your-
on this side of the house.
Okay,
But still,
I've driven to your house so many times. I've never even
but
paid
the lady
attention.
across the street, I was talking to her about it last night because she's got like roses and all these, like she got all these big things and like little gnomes and little like
Right,
they
clutter.
have all this stuff in
Clutter.
their garden.
Yeah,
I got 3 skeletons hanging off like so.
right on
It's
a
like that
wall.
little cat on that poster.
Right.
Hang in there.
Yes,
Well, a
it
lot
is.
of people nowadays, like you said, it's going to be no time before they put them out there. I'm seeing a lot of those giant skeletons, you know. And
Oh,
then
they
they've
have a
been,
new
like,
one.
That-
yes,
that's
but they've
like,
been moving
yeah,
around
an
and
app-controlled
decorating
one.
Yes.
for every holiday. Like they've been out through summer. I don't know if they're in HOAs or not, but it's just people are having it's.
You know what?
Whatever
Now-
makes you happy right now, if it's something so little like this, with everything, the turmoil and the scariness,
Let us
like,
have it.
Let it. Like, can you just let me have it?
Let me
please?
just the
have
little
it.
things. I get the big things because believe me, like our neighborhood's pretty. Couple neighborhoods down don't have an HOA is not pretty.
Yeah, I know. See, there's a balance.
There is a balance because I agree. It
Right.
does
You don't
keep the
need
neighborhood-
toilets and engines in your
I
garden.
like it, but when they come down, they nitpick for 1 week.
White
And it makes you feel horrible when
Kathy
you
is-
get the letter, though. Like when I got the letter, I'm like, I feel like the bad child.
I just keep thinking about one time I was at home, like the toilet and the prayer. I was at Home Depot. Was it Home Depot or Lowe's? It was one of them. And there's like some little kid, and he really thought it was a toilet out there, and so he just like starts
don't
dropping
you
trotter.
dare! Don't you dare!
I was like, I went to his mom. I was like, Mayday. Mayday. I'm like, he's got his pants down. I don't want to be the one to go over and handle that.
I'm an
with his mom.
adult. I can't be next to your son.
Yeah.
Please.
Although that
Buddy.
gives me some ideas for my skeletons this year because every year I have them doing something different. So like one year I had there was I had like one of those little trampolines for the kids. And so I had a cage fight between a blow up Casper doll and Kevin.
That's hilarious.
And it had like the
Gosh.
lights and everything on it.
That's
last
hilarious.
year it was like
2
Kevin
men
was
enter, 1 man leave.
Kevin was mowing over one of his friends.
That
and it
one
just-
last year
Oh,
was a
that's
classic.
hysterical.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this year I was gonna do the Coldplay.
We're all brilliant. Yes, you should.
Just get a Coldplay shirt.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
have like
A blonde
one
wig.
of them like hiding or
Right.
whatever.
You need a right.
So I
That's
even
funny.
bought Kevin a girlfriend. I just got to figure out what to name her though.
Right. Oh, you're gonna come up with a great name.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, so they're doing this now because they know people are going to want to have their stuff out in August and
As they
September.
should.
It's kind of like with the Christmas songs. When do you start the Christmas music? When do you put the Halloween stuff out?
Not everybody's like us.
Okay, if October.
I get
Okay, when do you think is a fair time for people to start putting Christmas stuff out? Or I mean,
Christmas.
Halloween stuff
I
out.
put my
September.
stuff inside in September.
I know, I'm talking
I
about
wait till
outside.
October. Well, no, I have inside stuff year round. But my big inside stuff I put out in September, and then my outside stuff I start October 1st because
Okay.
it takes me a while.
See, I usually, because Maddie's birthday is that last week in September, so that's how you saw it. Because our birthday party, she wanted the decorations up.
Yeah.
So I did it the week before.
Okay.
But the thing is I didn't turn them on all night. I just turned them on for her birthday party and then
Right.
shut everything off
Yeah.
until October 1st.
Right. So we're still sticking to October 1st is probably the best for Halloween
like,
outside.
full on, full blown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
then
like, for
this
you,
doesn't apply with what you're
yours
about to
takes-
go
But
say.
it's Summerween.
But it's not a blow up and an inflatable? Okay,
but
whose
it's
team
still-
are you on? Go sit on your toilet and fix your engine, friend. Oh my gosh.
Let me know how this ends up.
Oh man.
All right. Thank
well-
you, Jenny. I love you.
Well,
I
yeah.
love
So
you.
if you're struggling with HOAs, I seem like
think-
they're coming after
or
a
if
lot
you
of
have
people.
advice, please let them know.
I have advice. I
Okay.
think we need to grab one of your toilets. All of us dress
I
up in
don't have
Halloween
them anymore.
costumes.
Sure.
We'll go sit on Jenny's lawn and have some fruity drinks.
I
and
like
just
it.
sit there and
Ooh, and you
Wave
know
at
what?
everyone
we'll
when they're
make sure
coming
Exactly.
we make sure we put a bubble machine out so that it's at least
Yes.
seasonally appropriate.
Right,
Yes,
totally.
exactly.
Summertime. And, yeah, just sit there and
Misters,
zoom.
Yeah.
Misters.
I could do it. I could do it. I could do
I have
it.
this whole thing set up where it's like a tiki bar behind it, toilet seats as the. I'm in.
There we
You're
go.
in. You're
Anybody
in.
got an extra toilet?
No. If you do, get rid of it, please.
Oh no, I'll give you an address
And
to
have
drop
a
it
good
off to.
day. No, we're good. Okay.
No, if you guys are struggling with all this,
Yeah.
I think everyone's just kind of getting ready
Too much.
to kind of go through and clean up after before the season starts. But
Yeah.
I'll let you know what happens. If you have any advice, you guys have been fantastic with that. We appreciate you. Skeletons forever. Summerween!
Summerween.
Summer Wade.